Hey, if you just updated your iPhone, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to do a quick and essential tune-up to get your device running perfectly on the new iOS.
So, you did it. You hit Update, and now you're running the latest iOS 26.3. That's awesome. But you know that feeling, right? That little bit of uncertainty? Are my old settings still right? Is my battery about to take a nosedive? Don't worry, we're going to make sure the answer to both is a big nope. We've got 12. Just 12 simple but honestly really powerful tweaks that are going to give you a noticeable boost in privacy, battery life, and just your phone's overall feel. Let's get right into it.
All right, you ready to get this thing running like a dream? Our very first stop is all about tightening up security and locking down your personal data. First up, your digital defenses. Look, every new version of iOS brings new ways to protect yourself, and 26.3 has some crucial new tools that really put you back in the driver's seat when it comes to your information. This first one, it's a non-negotiable. You really have to turn this on. What it does is automatically install the most critical security patches as they come out without you having to wait for a full iOS update. Think of it like a silent 24/7 security guard for your phone. You just set it once and you're protected.
Next, let's talk about location. Think about it. Does your weather app really need to know your exact spot on the planet, down to the foot? Probably not. This setting lets you give apps just a general idea of where you are without pinpointing your every move. And here's the best way to think about it. For a map app or a ride-sharing service, yeah, precise location is kind of the whole point. But for your social media app or a news app, giving them just your general area works perfectly fine and does a much better job of protecting your privacy. It's all about giving apps only the data they actually need to function.
Okay, your defenses are secure. Now let's move on to the big one, the one everybody cares about, battery life. We're going to tackle some of the biggest power drains and squeeze every last drop of juice out of a single charge.
We're going to hit 6 key settings here. We'll start with some display and camera tweaks, and then we'll get into the new smart features that came with iOS 26.3. Let's dive in.
All right, let's start with a few changes that can have an immediate impact on your battery, beginning with what's happening on your screen, even when you're not technically using it. So, if your iPhone has an always-on display, you've got 2 really good options here. For maximum, no compromises battery saving, just turn the whole feature off. Simple. But if you like having it on, you can now enable Blur Photo. This keeps your screen active but hides your background, which is a nice little privacy bonus while still saving a bit of power.
The spatial wallpaper effect is cool, I'm not going to lie. It creates that neat 3D book. But that effect requires constant processing power, which just quietly sips away at your battery all day long. Turning it off is a super simple way to get some of that power back.
Here's a tiny change that can make a surprisingly big difference. You know how you pull your phone out of your pocket and the camera is somehow just on? Disabling the lock screen swipe prevents those accidental activations, stopping that unnecessary battery drain before it even starts.
Okay, this next tip is a cool little 2-for-1. By default, your iPhone saves screenshots in a really high-quality format, which makes for big files. If you switch to standard dynamic range, or SDR, the files become much smaller. So you save storage space and your phone uses less energy every time you snap a screenshot. It's a win-win.
Okay, so those were the quick manual tweaks. Now let's get into the really clever stuff. iOS 26.3 rolled out some advanced adaptive tools that let your iPhone manage its own power much more intelligently.
Adaptive mode is incredibly smart. It actually learns your routine, when you're most active on your phone, when it's just sitting idle, and it proactively optimizes power consumption based on your habits. It's like having a personal energy manager for your iPhone, working silently in the background. And to make sure you're not left wondering what's going on, you can enable adaptive power notifications. This just gives you a little heads up when those smart power-saving measures kick in, giving you a bit more transparency and control over what your phone is doing.
All right, we've covered privacy and battery. For our final section, let's talk about cutting down on interruptions. These new settings are all about helping you manage calls and notifications so you can actually focus. Imagine this. An unknown number calls you, and instead of your phone just ringing, it basically picks up for you and asks the caller why they're calling before it bothers you. Well, that's exactly what this new feature does. It's an absolutely brilliant way to screen out spam and decide if a call is worth your time. And to help you clean things up even more, you should enable call filtering. It automatically takes calls and voicemails from unknown numbers and puts them in their own separate list, keeping your main log nice and organized.
Our last setting is something called notification forwarding.
This one is useful for everybody, but it's especially a game changer if you use non-Apple devices, like maybe a third-party smartwatch or a tablet.
The process is super simple. You just activate it in Settings, and it lets your iPhone push notifications over to your other gadgets. It's all about making sure you stay synced up and don't miss important alerts, no matter which screen you happen to be looking at.
And there you have it. By making these 12 simple changes, you've really improved your iPhone experience. We're talking more privacy from apps, more juice in your battery to get you through the day, and way more control over who gets to interrupt you. That is a solid upgrade. So, your iPhone is now optimized, and that's great. But it kind of begs a bigger question, doesn't it? If your phone's data is this valuable and worth protecting, what about the rest of your digital life? It's definitely something to think about.